Berated B-rated movies. This is Berated B-rated movies.
See?
I'm Anthony.
I'm Brian. I was going to come in with a check. I forgot. Check. You know? But...
Well, now you checked in the middle of
it. And this is check. Like, say it right behind you while you're introducing yourself and the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, did he mean to do that?
So I can't edit it out.
Yes. That'd be perfect.
You just stomp on my timestamps.
Just say, like, random things in the middle of it. You know what I always wanted to do? Like, if I ever made, like, a CD or something, like a song, like, when people are just driving, then all of a sudden, like, be like, Carl. And then whoever's name is Carl while they're listening to that song be like, what the hell? Like looking around. Like, did somebody just come? What? And they'd like turn the music down and be like, what? And then they'd look around. Like, I think that'd be the funniest thing.
There.
Yes. I think that'd be the funniest thing to just. So if there's any rappers out there or musicians.
Of, like rapper intros, it's like you were talking about We the Best or
We the Best.
Like, is there ever a rapper who's like, we the worst?
If they just knew it. Like if they're just like, but eventually their CDs start selling and then they start changing.
For being the worst?
No, yeah. And so they're like, you know what? You're being honest. I like that.
That would be like Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme. Froggy Fresh. Dude,
Froggy Fresh.
That dude was hilarious. That was amazing.
I said Krispy Kreme because everybody remembers Krispy Kreme. They don't remember Froggy Fresh.
Tyler Cassidy. Cassidy.
Damn, the baddest of them all.
He was a good dude. Those beats were like hella hard, man.
And he sucked.
Dude, he was those lyrics. And so like you started seeing those, you're just like, this guy has to have connections somewhere.
Which, funny enough, like he got so popular, I think Mac Miller was on MTV. Dude. And he actually like live on air like actually said, I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, I don't mess with y'all.
But yeah, Tyler Cassidy, that's Froggy Fresh's real name. He actually has some real songs and CDs and stuff like that. They're pretty. He doesn't curse in any of them. Like
so he's a wholesome rapper.
Yeah, but they're good. Like I think Heartbreak Hotel or something like that. I don't know. That's a really good song that he made.
He's like the creators of Napoleon Dynamite. He's like them.
Napoleon Dynamite.
How to make some funny stuff without actually swearing.
Dude, that's a good movie too.
They have other really good movies too. They did Don Verdeen.
What was it?
That one was really good. That was the movie where there's this. I think it's actually, now that I know more about it, it's actually based on this Christian archaeologist. That
those don't exist.
Like, yeah, who's claiming to find all these relics, like the Shroud of Turin and all these other things, like the actual blood of Jesus, like weird stuff.
It hasn't dehydrated yet.
Yeah, like he's like finding these things, and there's no finding for anything he's showing people. Like he can't prove that it's actually the thing he says it is.
But like it's on like what is that, Key and Peele? He's like, I'm gonna go talk to the boss. He's like, you can't talk to the boss, only I can. And he's like, we don't believe you that the boss is even back there. And he's like, no, there's a boss back there. And they're like, we won't talk to him. He's like, no, I'll talk to him. And then like nobody believes it. It's like, dude, it's just you going there and changing your voice. Remember that? And then all of a sudden they go in there and they open the door and it's like a fucking mop and like a broom and all this other shit taped together. And everybody's like, I told you, but then the mop and broom and shit started talking to people. They're like, what the fuck? And they had to like get the hell out of the office. Yeah. Well, I don't know. But what we got going tonight? Yeah, we decided I brought it over.
Yeah, you did.
Books of Blood.
Books of Blood, which is the anthology. It's an anthology movie. So this is like I looked it up. It's 3 separate stories.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. So hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass.
It's Clive Barker
trio
of stories. It's also a sequel to Book of Blood, because apparently we just need to create more books.
Multiple. Plural.
This is the genius level idea of sequeling next to Alien and Aliens.
It is. Scream and Screams. Screamses Screams.
Well, okay,
See?
so in Scream for Scream's credit, they went from Scream 1 to Scream 2 to Scream 3.
Nope.
With I Know What You Did Last Summer, they went from I know what you did last summer. I
know what you did the summer before last.
Yeah, it was I still know what you did last summer, and then I'll always know.
Remember 10 years ago in summer? I never forget. What?
You pooped
Really
in the
weird.
ocean.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Yeah, so the
People could see your log.
Jesus, the phantom, the cannonball pooper. But no, this looks like it has amazing potential. Like everything about it. Like it looks creepy as shit. It looks hella good. My only concern, and like I said, hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass because I love Hulu, is that it's a Hulu original.
Yeah.
That's my only concern. You know, yeah. We are going to cover these Hulu movies sometime during our podcast.
The Into the Dark.
The Dark series, yes. And I kept watching them, and then I kept getting burned by them. And I kept watching it, and they kept getting burned.
It's like that conversation between Cal and Ricky when he's trying to get off the phone with him. He's like, it's like a trick.
Did you forget that I hate you?
It's like a trick. You keep playing on me.
He's like, why are you even calling me, man? Did you forget that I hate you? That's such a good line. And he's like, all right, man, I'll talk to you tomorrow. He's like, damn it. All right, then I'll see you. Yeah. But that's exactly.
Is your house haunted?
Yeah. He's like, why do you want to have all that playing at the same time? Because I like to party. Duh. Like, that's exactly what the hell is going on. But yeah, so it looks really good. That's my only concern. But I mean, hopefully they have switched it up and let you know it's no longer, how they used to be. But
hopefully it's not too good.
Ew. If it is too good, then we just won't ever air this episode.
We're just going to talk about how amazing it is. It's going to be the opposite of A City Haunted,
right? And then it'll just be there, and then we'll be like, we never aired that episode for 17 years, and then yeah. But
which now that we mentioned that could be a Patreon episode if we ever did start a Patreon. A City Haunted.
That movie. I also kind of switched up what we usually do on the drink wise. I went to the store and they already started like locking it up. It's like it kind of looked busy, so I didn't want to like bother anybody and be like, hey, dick hats, can I get like open up this cage so I can get some liquor? And so the only bottles they had was like wine. And I was like, I'm not going to drink wine. And then they had tequila and stuff like that. But I was like, no. So I grabbed a bottle of Jameson and ginger. So I'm sipping on Jameson and ginger. What do you got?
Same thing. Well, actually, I'm Jameson and Coke Zero. All things
and that
Coke
Zero.
I know.
All right.
It's on my Walmart list.
Only thing.
It's therefore it will stay on until I put something new on my Walmart list.
I leave ice. Ice is always on my grocery list.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Even though I have like 2 ice makers at my house, but one of them just doesn't kick it out as much as fast as we need. Like it takes a good weekend of drinking and my ice is depleted. It sucks.
It takes a good night here.
Yeah. But I don't know if anything like just based off of the the trailer.
Yeah, all I know is that
personal.
Marcella and the lady from Marcella and Resident Evil is in one of the anthology movies.
Nope. All I know is my son and I used to watch Gravity Falls, a kid's show on like Disney or Nickelodeon. I don't remember, one of those two.
Sounds familiar.
Gravity Falls is pretty funny. Then we dress up like that for Halloween. But it just has these random phenomenons and scary things happen. Yeah, and they kept a journal of everything in case it happens again. Like there's this person that they think is like a emo Dracula, but it actually turned out to be a bunch of fucking garden gnomes dressed as like just one person, like a Power Rangers when they all unite together and make one bigger being,
like a Megazord of garden gnomes.
but then it looked like a goddamn emo Dracula.
That sounds like something that should be on Rick and Morty.
Yes.
That's like right up their alley.
For sure. But, yeah, like I said, movie has a lot of, it looks awesome. The trailer looks awesome. Everything about it looks awesome right now. So, I've got probably about, what do you think that is? 2 big gulps?
Yeah. Just about.
Not big gulps like those. Remember those big gulps back in the day?
Yeah.
You go like, dude, that's probably like we're so buff right now.
I think they got banned in New York City.
Every state.
Well, New York City especially, they put together like health regulations, and they got rid of the big gulp. You couldn't get 128 ounce big gulp anymore.
Dude, but you, like, I remember, God, we were probably like 9 years old. And I remember you'd be able to go to like Circle K or 7-Eleven.
Get like the 64 ounce with the super handle.
A
like,
big, huge, like 120 ounce thing.
Yeah.
For like 53 cents or something. You're just like, okay, so you, as a 9-year-old boy, can carry, what is that, 18 pounds worth of soda?
Yeah.
To and from Circle K?
I remember, and Garrett will remember this if he's listening.
Garrett is listening.
He's listening. He's always listening. He like we used to get super excited because we would go to that. It was this like corner like store by his house.
Yeah.
And they had the soda machine, and we'd go buy like a big cup of soda, put like a little bit of ice in there and a lot of soda, and we would get super excited if the carbonation was out and it was just syrup.
Jesus. And then you guys fucking instantly got stomach aches and puked.
Yeah, well, we were super active, so we probably burned off all that sugar really quick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I used to seriously be able to do like 5,000 push-ups, and it's just because carrying this big ass. How much does that seriously weigh? I'll find out before when we come back. How much 120 ounces?
Were you doing curls with your
dude?
With your
you can't. You
your
got
big
to
gulp?
hold it at a 90-degree angle.
Because that's like 10 times better than a 12 ounce curl. It's 120 ounce
you
curl.
You can't have it down by your hip because then it would spill.
Yeah.
You had to walk with it like a freaking 90-degree angle, dude. Your biceps were yoked when you were 9. It was like, oh, damn, what do you do? Oh, I go to Circle K every day. Like, oh, all right.
I get 120 ounce.
Like, how come you don't have any teeth? Oh, because I fucking drink 120 ounces of Coke every morning.
Sometimes
I
the
mix
carbonation is out, and I just get the syrup.
Like, how come your lips are so sticky? It's like, all you're eating is a goddamn Slurpee syrup. There's like, sir, it says it's out. It's out of order. I don't care. That's disgusting.
Well,
dude.
it's like I'll see those like free Slurpees or whatever as like a ticket on like the Terrible's gas station thing when you're at the pump, and it's like, why would I want that? I'm an adult,
dude. Sometimes I still like. It's good getting gas with like my son. He's like, "Can I get Slurpee?" I was like, "Yeah, you can get Slurpee," but then it's like, what flavor I want. They're like, I want that one. Nah, trust me, you want the blue and red. Yeah,
it's better.
See. But, all right, we're going to go get a refill.
All right.
And then we're going to come back with Books of Blood. This has been out for... No. I'm not going to do that one.
That one felt a little...
Psych! See?
It felt a little forced that time. It was like...
Keeping everybody on their toes. Woo. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back. All right, we're back with the beginning of Books of Blood.
Ooh, and that is doing the whatever,
the
Star Wars thing.
Yeah,
kinda. Like it was just typing it out. I didn't even read any of that. It says something about in 1984 the Books of Blood were published, but I think we should enter. We have someone with us today.
My dad.
But he's not going to be mic'd up. But if you hear anybody talking, he'll make some comments. Maybe
it's not a ghost.
Yes,
I promise.
Ooh, it would be pretty funny if all somebody's like, "Did you hear your last episode?" But good
There's
God,
just somebody laughing in the background. We couldn't figure out what voice it was.
We're ventriloquists. Ventriloquist over a podcast. That's like probably the shittiest job you can have.
Yeah.
Trust me, my lips aren't moving. His lips aren't moving. Trust him. No.
So we begin with a guy working in Is this a
weird ass library?
Is this a library or a bookstore? I don't know what it's shaped like.
Whoever made this needs to be fired.
It's a very oddly shaped bookstore. It's got or library. It's got like that weird like
crop circle looking thing,
middle of the aisle bookshelf.
But like each bookshelf is like 4 feet long.
Yeah,
and that guy's not 6 feet tall, so they're also like 4'10".
I know. And then he's into the super tall area apparently now.
Oh, these are the tall books. No, we're looking for hardback.
I don't want to read kids' books.
Oh, but look, they're not horizontal bookshelves. They're on an angle. That's a woke ass.
These all look like custom. What the heck?
A circle bookcase?
A circle bookcase.
That was cool though.
That's kind of cool. I want to.
I mean, you can only hold like 8 books, but
I mean,
now he looked at one of those security mirrors,
and somebody's behind him, chasing him.
You can't chase somebody in a library. What the hell? There's another one of those circle. It's an arch bookshelf.
Yeah, it's like this weird circle arch. Wow. So he tries to close the gate, and then the dude kicks the gate as he's closing it.
Oh, he's roughing up this old man for no reason. Oh, his name's Bennett. Everybody whose name's Bennett is a bad guy.
But he owes Bennett money.
How you a librarian and owe somebody money?
Because he's a librarian with a gambling problem. He goes to the bookie.
Bad choices. I love books, but I also love gambling. I also don't like getting paid.
Yeah. And a guy is across the street in the neon greenest Camaro.
That was a Challenger.
Challenger? Okay.
Oh, and then they just slit the librarian's throat.
Wow.
He's not bleeding out fast at all.
No, he's not. That's like really slow. Like,
he can hold that blood in. He can survive. Oh, but then he just lets it go like, I'm going to let it happen. So that way my debt is cleaned. Oh, and then they peel off.
You would think you'd want to be in a car that's a little less
out there.
Neon green.
Right. Oh, and he's smoking in it. You can't really sell that car. That value of that car went down so fast.
But he is holding that cigarette like he doesn't smoke. Like he's like holding it up in the air. Is that a normal way to hold a cigarette?
I don't know, man. When I hold my joints, I hold them like when I hold my fat spliffs, I hold like my thumb and index finger together, like I'm giving you an A-OK. You know.
And now his cigarette has like shrunk in half.
He took a fat hit. It probably wasn't packed good, so the tobacco is all hella loose.
Or we're getting that weird like alternate cut thing where they've done a bunch of scenes and the cigarette goes up and down.
That would be awesome. Oh, what the hell? We're back to the librarian.
Who's smiling.
And he's smiling while a little bit of blood comes out. And now we're going to the
credits of flowing blood.
You know, those look like teeth. God, what the fuck? Are those piranha teeth? Bloody rats. Weird ass teeth again. Blood. That's a bloody asshole.
Get some bloody stairs and a bloody hallway and a bloody attic.
Books of blood. But like I say, Bennett, I'll go back to that one again. And Commander, he's like, I thought you were dead. Yeah. Like, it's a good movie. Oh, so now we're back. It looks like somebody made a book out of human skin and just carved someone's name into it.
Yeah.
What's the Army of Darkness?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a brand new book of Army of Darkness where the skin is still, you know, peach colored instead of tan and looking like California raisin tits.
Yeah. So we're... Oh, she's been in some... It's Britt Marling.
So I'm guessing it's a mom and daughter.
Mom and daughter. She's a early 2000s popular TV actress.
Beautiful ass view though.
I know they look like they're in like Nantucket or something.
They look like they're in freaking Tony Stark's mansion, looking over the ocean.
Yeah,
and they're probably talking about probably something really important. Like, what do you mean? Every month I get this.
So her mom is trying to get her to talk about it. Just talk about it.
She's like, no, Mom.
Oh, so she
for sure needs conditioner. I think that's what they're fighting about. I told you to put conditioner in your hair, damn it.
No, they're talking about her meds. The doctor needs to tweak her meds.
By meds, she means conditioner. Her goddamn hair.
So, like clumpy.
Dude, so frizzy. I mean, they're going to be like, oh, that's because they're by the ocean. I don't care. We were in San Diego from a lot of my life. And I have probably the thickest hair in the world. Come at me with somebody who has thicker hair than me. Yeah, I know what conditioner does.
So now Med's girl comes to the table for breakfast. I'm assuming this is breakfast.
Wearing a comfy-ass sweater.
Or is this dinner? Because they broke out the bottle of wine.
Hell yeah, that's breakfast. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. That's why it's called... What did you do yesterday? I drank all day. What time did you start? Noon. You didn't drink all day then.
That doesn't count.
It doesn't.
But what if you stay up till 3 a.m.?
You still... As soon as you wake up, I said the story. As soon as you wake up, you brush your teeth with a bottle of Jack.
So much mouth sounds.
Good God.
I couldn't sit at that table either.
Both of her parents, I'm guessing, just chew with their mouth open like a bunch of...
It just sounds like bad ASMR.
Yeah, well... Yeah, so they chew with their mouth open, which is a huge issue.
So she drew some weird, like, demon with, like, razor teeth?
Those are the worst teeth, man. Razor teeth. And now she's upstairs in her room. I know those were her meds, but looks like she's making, like, Skittle paintings.
I know.
Where she separates the Skittles by color, then makes a picture out of them. Well, the dad just grabs a bottle of scotch or whiskey and follows mom up to the room.
And so apparently they just talk crap about her outside of her door.
Right? I'd be like, this is your daughter's door, right? Yeah. Man, fuck her, dog. Like, what the hell's wrong with her? Why is she making
a full-blown conversation?
Why is she making Skittle pictures? She's 27 years old.
Her room is huge.
Wait a second.
Jeez.
So... Okay. Yeah, that's why she has issues. All right, so mom and dad are upstairs now.
Yeah.
Banging on the glass, and not like banging on it, but getting banged on the glass.
That was like really athletic.
That was really... You trust that window.
Apparently.
Could you imagine breaking through the window, then both of you falling to your deaths just from a fucking broken window? And so, of course, the daughter has hearing issues. Because she's just banging. Here's her parents banging all night upstairs above her, so she puts her Beats headphones on.
And they add, after they chew on nails at dinner.
God. I mean, that is a... Does that house literally only have 2 rooms, a bedroom and a bedroom?
Well, that looks like that bedroom is the entire second floor.
That's what I'm saying, the bedroom and the bedroom.
Yeah.
So where's the kitchen and everything?
So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
House only. Like, there's no kitchen. There's no TV room.
House. So she's okay. So now she has now snuck into her mom and dad's room and is broke into the safe with scissors.
I was about to say, they're rich because those scissors were gold scissors, and she looked like she was going to stab the boyfriend with them.
So she grabbed like a bunch of cash, put it in a bag, and is now running away.
I'd like to say, as rich as those people are, their safe sucks ass. She literally just took a pair of scissors and stabbed the lock and then cut it, opened it up, and there's easily, $400,000 cash right there?
So now she's getting a bus to Los Angeles, or a ticket to the bus, not an actual bus.
She could afford a bus.
With the money she got.
Look at that shit. So she just whipped out a fat-ass bankroll.
She obviously... she's playing that pretty well, though, because she obviously is like doesn't understand you probably shouldn't pull out a giant wad of cash.
Uh-oh. And now there's some creepy dude wearing black clothes at a bus station looking at her. Ooh, and the janitor. I hope that's Scott Baio and he's doing a final leap home.
Yeah, so we got the janitor and Slender Man.
Good God.
Like, staring at her.
I would do that. I mean, I'm against, robbing people, but if they had $400,000 cash on them, I'd be like, what are my odds that I can
I'll allow it.
rob this person
Yeah.
real quick? You know?
I can see that.
There's
More
always,
loud chewing.
And now she's just drawing people eating potato chips. Oh,
How many
man.
potato chips did he put in his mouth?
Dude.
That sounds like 3 potato chips at least.
Yeah, we're going to have to shut the sound off on this movie, man.
Word.
And then it just... Like that pretzel commercial. Fuck, I can't stand that commercial. And it's like, hey, could you mute your mic? You're on the conference call. Fuck you, dude. That is the most disgusting commercial. And he's just eating them so fast. Fucking disgusting. And I always joke that like on one of our episodes, I'm just going to get a big ass bag of corn nuts and eat them while we're on our episode and be like, and then everybody's be like, hey, that was the shittiest episode that has like no listens at all. We listened to the first 35 seconds of Brian chewing and we turned that shit off.
Nobody wants to hear you chew.
I had to get something like I don't know, something that is either super loud and inappropriate, like the stupid pretzels. What the hell?
And so Slender Man has made his way to the bus
Even though they've been driving already.
for a good while.
It's like a Jason scene where like you've been running and hiding and then he's like, oh, I'm right here.
Well, it's because he's supernatural. You can't outrun him.
I mean,
So she gets off the bus?
there you go. But she paid for the ticket the whole way.
I'd stay on the bus and just tell the
Oh God, what a shitty bus that was.
bus driver that he got handsy. She could pull it off.
Oh, there's that green car that went.
And that's a yellow one.
No, that was the green one.
Is it?
For sure.
The lighting's weird then.
But at the same time, the bus driver literally just saw her get off and then step off and get into the payphone. And there's like, bye, bitch. And just
Yeah,
drove
really.
off.
So she goes to it says web cafe, so I'm assuming it's an internet cafe. Yeah.
I thought it was just a regular cafe
These
with
still
around
exist?
Halloween.
Like you could go to a internet cafe still?
I think there's
In
one
America?
at the Luxor. A
Okay.
gaming cafe, I think.
Well, that's different. This is like going to the cafe, buying a coffee, and using the internet.
I think that's Starbucks.
Oh, that's where people go to write their shitty screenplay. Yeah.
Nope. Why does that look like Pam from The Office now?
I thought that was Pam from The Office for a second.
Jenna Fisher. Look at that shitty ass wallpaper.
Oh God. That design, it's just so
It looks like it's like from India, like those like the tea kettles or I don't even know what the hell those things are. Those
Oh, yeah.
pots.
yeah,
There's just a bunch of gold ones all over the house.
it's everywhere. You can't escape it. So apparently he saw her, this guy she's talking to, with the longest side hair I've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
He's got like super long side hair and this tiny head.
Nah, short hair on the side, but hella long top hair, and it's combed over.
Yeah.
He probably is bald on like the left side of his head, but his hair combs all the way over.
So he's talking to her like about he saw her at the cafe and it's like, what is it? It's a coincidence.
How the hell are all these people seeing each other and everything? Did that bus just do a circle around town?
Because this is what you do when you have 5 actors.
I'm aiming for it. Look at that old ass alarm clock.
Unless you just want to put people in random wigs and then have them come in as different people.
Hell yeah, you should. Mrs. Doubtfire, X.
Hello.
See? That's probably Jenna Fisher, but they just have made her not look like her. And now
So
there's
it's like a knitted lampshade.
either that or they just use Sharpie on it.
It's a very fine pointed Sharpie.
It's either or. What if it's like the piss? You know, like when you like lemon juice, put lemon juice on a piece of paper and then like you light it up or something.
Oh yeah.
That's actually semen all over the lampshades.
And then there's that gigantic lampshade behind her that looks like it should be in like a lady's boudoir. It's like from the 50s.
But look at that rocking chair, man. That rocking chair is made out of crochet. And then she's listening through the door.
But okay, so
through the wall.
She gets startled and turns around. But how long has that Asian lady been standing behind her that she could run into her?
Dude, still creepy. She was listening to the wall, and all of a sudden, a cockroach climbed out of the wall.
Oh, forget that.
And then that's what's scary. She turned around, and the Asian lady is standing right behind her. Also, hella creepy.
Yeah, boundaries.
Exactly.
Don't let me run into you. Back up a little bit.
Dude, this makes me want to open up like a bed and breakfast and see how many times I can just get behind people and scare them.
Just randomly run into them.
Do you want eggs for breakfast? It's like, what the hell?
They're delicious.
Right?
Try them.
Hey, we only have turkey bacon. Dude. But also, like, be a magician. Like, that wasn't a real cockroach.
Yeah.
It was just her illusion. Ooh. Are they drinking tea or coffee? They're drinking out of teacups.
Yeah. So, and eating cake of some type? Pound cake?
Maybe that's a muffin.
A muffin. Can't tell.
But for sure, that's homemade jam.
And we have Father Comb-Over, who has the same similar hair to his obvious son or his nephew.
That's a mirror image Kenny Rogers. His comb-over is going the other way. Ooh. So that's old version mirror image of his son, because his comb-over is going from left to right. His son's going right to left. So he's like, look at me. This is you in 65 years. Ooh. And then it's exactly, look.
It is.
It is. You're going to wear this flannel, you son of a bitch.
He's like, if Kenny Rogers and Bob Vila were the same person and they never told you.
Right? Uh-oh. So now...
But it was the surprise ending.
God. So now the girl's sitting there eating, and there's cockroaches coming out.
She's so nonchalant about it, too. Like, have you ever seen somebody calmly pick up a cockroach?
Oh, she picked it up and threw it out the window. I thought it would have been funny if she would have picked it up and been like, we got lunch.
But she's, like, so cool about it. Like...
Yeah, right.
In real life,
exactly.
Like, have you ever calmly picked up a cockroach, or do you stomp the crap out of it and then pick it up, or just
even if you tried to save it, those cockroaches are hella fast.
Or like grab it and smash it,
dude.
Maybe it's one of those like PETA things.
Is tea caffeinated? Yeah, some of them are.
Yeah, so she's had a lot of tea.
Excuse me. There's no way she's sleeping tonight.
No, it's a lot of tea.
Good thing that guy's there.
Maybe it's like sleepy time tea and she's just like fighting it.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I refuse to sleep.
We've slipped you 8 doses of Rohypnol. How are you not asleep yet?
I roofie myself.
Right? This is how I get 18 hours of sleep every night. I wake up refreshed as fuck.
Actually, interestingly enough, side note, there was a...
you have roofied yourself.
There was a priest in Italy. Yeah, there's a priest in Italy that was busted like taking church funds, and he got caught because the Italy version of the FBI or whatever came in and raided them because they had these large packages of like Rohypnol coming in because they were having these gay orgies in their apartment.
All right, well,
but apparently they were taking the Rohypnol themselves, like they were microdosing Rohypnol, like
on Tosh, when all of them pop Viagra and watch gay porn and see who pops up first. And there was no chub here at all, and it's like, good job, guys, good job. You didn't see that episode?
I have not seen that episode.
Yeah, so Tosh and like 3 or 4 of his other people did it.
So to catch you up, she has been talking to young side bangs,
Comb over.
young comb over, and they are making a date after their third cup of coffee, and now they're going to try to go to sleep wide-eyed.
Like, hey, let me see your phone number.
Oh, they're going to do the air thing where you put your phones together and it shares your information.
I'm too cool to ask you for your phone number. Like, how creepy would that be? Like, you just go to somebody's bedroom and you see them, like, fucking around with your phone and trying to, like, get your information. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, get away from my phone.
I think that's one of those things I didn't understand, too. Like, that movie Time. Pretty sure it was Time with, like, a Justin Timberlake. Like, what if I just tricked you?
Oh, yeah.
And I shook your hand and then went, hi-ya, and twisted it 90 degrees. And I was like, ha-ha, you're dead. Like, you don't have to, like, I don't know, like, do something with your fingers to make sure that you don't accidentally give somebody your life, you know?
Yeah.
But whatever. So now,
She's
the girl,
trying to go to sleep.
those some big-ass headphones. But, I mean, if she's got some weird-ass
With
ears.
her DJ headphones on.
Ricky. She's getting ready to play DJ. Dun, dun, dun.
And the cockroaches are crawling on the walls again. That's
How many stars do you think that place got?
negative stars. Is that possible? Can you have negative?
Oh. She's
So now she,
is acting like she's having a
I don't
muscle
know.
spasm. She needs to eat a banana.
It's like sleep paralysis almost,
She's
but
low
she's
on
awake.
potassium.
Yeah, that looks like sleep paralysis, but she's awake. So,
Oh,
and you get
There's
this
a shadow of
silhouette
someone with
of her mom
I'm guessing
holding a
her
glass
mom.
of wine.
Uh-oh, the mom found her. What the fuck? Does the mom have a beard?
With a
it's
weird-
just a big-ass mouth.
Monster mouth.
All right.
It's gonna eat your soul.
Hella weird. The mom just opened the door, and it leads to a big black nothing.
Walks right out, and here comes
All right, I'll see you tomorrow in your dreams.
here comes young comb over.
Here comes oiled up comb over now.
Wow.
I don't have any underwear on. I just have my black tight jeans on. I'm sterile because I have such tight skinny jeans on.
But then he gets grabbed away in a black mask or a black bag. And Slender Man is standing outside the window.
God. What the hell town does this people live in?
And here comes the intrusive Asian lady.
She's like, nope, you won't be needing these headphones. And she's going to rob her.
And then mentions something about tweaking her meds.
The Asian woman now speaks like her mom. Oh, hold on. She's doing a Mr. Miyagi rub on her temples. Hell yeah.
And Slender Man's watching out the window, and you just see his like weird ass eyeball.
What the hell? And the dad's taking a measuring tape and measured from the top of her head to her front middle.
Like there was no, they didn't define the bottom point there at all. Like it was very weird. We get some crashing waves, and she throws up cockroaches.
Fucking coffee style from the Green Mile.
And now she's awake.
It's like, wait a second, did that happen?
I think that's sleep paralysis. That's got to be sleep paralysis. Like it's like
I think that usually when
like
that
an active
happens,
living
there's-
nightmare.
But I think there's usually like a demon that comes and sits on your chest. Like my buddy has that, you know. But they all have the same thing that happens. They say that they wake up and they feel like they can't move, and then this person comes and sits on their chest and like, you know. But every single time, it's just so odd, is because everybody says the exact same thing. You know, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. There's a movie about it. Have to peep that one
Maybe. So now she's outside with old comb over.
with Kenny Rogers mirror comb over. And there's just is it a murder of crows? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's a murder of crows.
Just flying around a circle, and the old Asian woman's doing her gardening, like, oh, they're so lovely today.
The names of
Bitch,
those
crows
group-
aren't lovely.
Crows are fucking gross. Ugh.
I'd laugh, like, how come in these movies,
So
like,
we're in the.
nobody gets to, like, a fucking bird shit on them.
I know.
Like, as many of those birds were.
So now we're in the loudest coffee shop in the world. I don't know how you can put cups away louder. Like
You could probably have uncontrollable decision making and slam those cups on the ground and eat them.
just like slam the cup into the other cup and then push the stack of cups you just made into the other stack of
You
cups.
get metal cups just so you can ting them together harder.
The way that they sounded, those glass cups sounded like metal.
And now this girl's just sitting there with her headphones on.
Okay, so she's the first rational person when it comes to bugs. Just kill the thing.
Well, she was hella quick. She drew a big ass fly. And then the fly landed on her. Yeah, right. The fly landed on her paper. And then she comes over with a big ass cup. And she's like, can I get a large coffee? And then she goes like, who said decaf? Her or the employee?
I think the employee said decaf because she was looking super twitchy.
All right.
And there's Slender Man at the window again.
She's like, damn, this guy's been following me.
Still there, turned around.
Ugh.
Looking at her.
And now she's so scared. I'd be creeped out.
Now she's running for
Her life.
employee's room.
Ooh, employees only. That's illegal.
Oh, she's going to try to make it out the back. That's what she's trying to do. Okay.
Nope.
That makes sense.
It still says employees only.
But
and now
he's
all of a sudden
following
Slender Man's
her?
right behind her.
And nobody's following him.
Nobody's following her except the Slender guy.
Nobody's following either of them to stop them from going into the back.
Like, oh, that's our new employee, Carol and Carl.
That's Carl the Slender Man.
Uh-huh. And look how close they live.
And she's back in like 5 minutes, maybe less.
Who knows? But she's all of a sudden back at the Airbnb.
This is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre levels of like closeness.
The backyard of the cafe is the fence up to the backyard of her house.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the neighbor is going to be like, who's that guy then? Tim, the Toolman Taylor?
Yeah.
What's that neighbor?
Oh,
Wilson?
Wilson.
That's going to be the Slender Man. He's going to look over the fence.
Right over the top of that little fence right there.
He's got a miter saw I can borrow?
So they're working on...
Hopefully washing those dirty-ass windows.
Little tiny greenhouses. Those are greenhouses.
Man, they are growing weed.
Some of those panes don't have...
No, some of those panes are frosted. Some of them are just disgusting and dirty.
One's broken.
That one for sure is. She's like, I'm going to use this when this doesn't work, and I grow my opium, and then I'm just going to smoke opium all day long right here. And then she gave her that crazy ass look like, oh, okay. See? She's growing drugs.
She's, she's growing her own holistic medicine. Mm-hmm. The fun stuff.
Like, this is peyote and weed.
Have you ever tripped on opium?
It's like, you put this in poppy seeds, but if you eat too much of it, you'll fail a drug test. See, now she's going to do it. She's like, this is the plant someday that I'm going to grind up and put into Carl's tea, and he's going to die in his sleep. And then I'm going to get the...
and the house is mine.
Yes. And this will teach him. Oh, and then she's asking if she has kids.
So she has 2 kids. So twins, the fraternal twins. Because it's a boy and a girl.
I like to point out that old Asian woman is wearing the same clothes she wore yesterday. I mean, I wear the same clothes, but...
Oh, yeah, she wore the same clothes.
I'm not in a movie.
Yeah. Or a cartoon character.
Ooh, cartoon character. Good one.
They always wear the same clothes.
Hell yeah. And her. I don't know how your hair can be greasy and still not have conditioner.
She hasn't washed her hair yet.
What's she wearing? Is that a denim jacket but green?
Yeah.
There you go. And now they're just looking at each other like trying to one-up each other with scary stories.
So she tells the story of why she didn't get into college, or why she's not in college.
Because I'm just a crazy-ass person. I always got to wear headphones.
Because something bad happened, and now she's... And the world is cruel and ugly.
You could make any kind of mirror joke right there.
Yeah.
I felt like everybody was staring at you. Yeah, because they were. Because they said, hey, look at that girl with the perma-fried wig. I swear, if any of these people, like, we're just obviously just making jokes, but if any of these people like me, they're like, hey, are you Brian from Berated B-Rated? Like, yeah, and they punch me right in the stomach. It's like, how dare you fucking make fun of
the mentally ill.
How dare you make fun of people's hair? Yeah. And then she's just like, I don't even know what they're talking about at this point. She's probably just asking how much weed is in this town.
Oh, no, now she's talking about how she was in a place where they put her on meds with the other people that basically they doped up.
And she's like, we were supposed to be on a plane, and Jack was on it, and he's a doctor.
And there were snakes.
Uh-oh.
On this plane. So many snakes.
See?
On this motherfucking plane.
And then they got lost on this island. But then nobody really knows what happens after like 9 seasons. See?
And
she's
they won't.
Going off crazy.
For 17 years.
Ooh, you got it.
Thought
I'm
I'd
waiting
try
for
to
this woman to just
slip in the straight delivery of that one.
whoop out some like kung fu on her ass or tai chi.
Yeah.
You know, like this. She looks like that, you know, the nice, peaceful woman. And then you say, hey, we're buying the town. You need to get the fuck out. And then all of a sudden she just whoops your ass.
So she just tells her, if you need to leave, Sam will drive you somewhere.
And then points at a shitty ass truck.
Got the truck that I drove back one time because my buddy was too drunk to drive, and I realized how sensitive the gas was on that thing.
It was peeling out nonstop.
Like, it was just like, no, I did like the soft, and it was like boom.
Was it a real wheel driving?
I believe so. Like, it had a kick to it.
Just
like
doing donuts all day.
Like somebody like did some like modifications.
What the hell is oh man, Mayor Kenny Rogers comb over old version. Whatever the fuck this guy's name is. He's digging through the leaves out front. He's like, oh gosh darn it.
So now she's told the Asian woman she would like to stay longer.
While the Asian woman is dehydrating her weeds.
Her weeds, yeah.
Plants. Yeah, right. Bitch, that ain't kale.
You have to dry them all year.
All year round. And they're like, and then they still taste like shit. Like, you see the description, it's like, okay, so hear me out.
It's like eating bramble.
Yeah, they're like, somebody got these things from dirt, and then they put them in water, and it tasted like shit. So then they got these things, and then they ground them up and put them in boiling water, and it still tastes like shit, but people still like coffee. And you're just like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah.
think of all the, you know, and that's exactly what's going on.
So now she's going back up to the wall and listening to the cockroach-infested wallpaper. And here's some
That wallpaper's
scratching.
too thick. Uh-oh.
Some wheezing, and the wallpaper is giving way.
Ooh.
And there is somebody's grimy-ass toes on the other side.
I think those were fingers that have clearly never
Been
washed their hands after
ugh.
after they've had a bad case of Montezuma's revenge.
Doesn't they have like club hand? Because those are like some blunt ass, like those look like toes. Like
all they do is work on car engines all day and take diarrhea dumps and never wash their hands.
she pulls it again, and there's nothing there.
That's really shitty. Well, here's a question. So that wallpaper is clearly just put on the studs.
So wouldn't you just like find the seam and just pull it? I mean, I know it's not your house.
Or get the... Wait a second. Did she just push on it and a magic door opened?
A magic door opened, yeah.
Hell yeah, it is. This is
is
Lion,
like-
the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
This is Nightmare Narnia. Oh, so then there's a bag of some type of medication.
Oh God, that looks like 98% iron water.
That's nutrient water.
Jesus.
That's a banana bag.
God, and there's
That's
another
what
magic door.
That's what we used to give to the drunks that would come in that had the DTs, delirium tremens, where you'd get all like the shaky hands and shit. Like they'd give them the nutrient bags. That looks like a banana bag.
God. This girl's just pushing on random spots on the door
And
or
somehow
the wall.
found 3 open spots in the wall that she couldn't find before.
And every time, more cockroaches are coming out.
So she goes to her bag and gets her cell phone
Get my
out.
trusty cell phone.
And oh my God. There's a dead body.
Pilgrim in
Oh, no,
there.
it's not dead. It's just...
Fucking wish it was dead.
I bet. Jesus, that thing is knocking on the door.
What are you talking about? She's yelling for the woman that owns the house. Like, hey, come in here. I know.
Can you tell me about this dead body you have in your wall that's obviously yours?
Yeah, she never paid her bill. She's been dead.
So she texts someone to call the cops for her.
Oh, she's texting the old woman.
She's texting the old woman.
But at the same time, you're texting the old woman whose house it was.
And then the person
gross.
reaches out from the wall towards her. Ew.
That old ass woman that was in the wall.
And
but again, look at it.
Your sweater is covered in STDs now.
God, that's how she got hepatitis A through F.
Seriously.
But the wallpaper is clearly just attached to
the studs. Yeah, there's no drywall.
Ooh,
wow.
Pop that old Asian woman right in the face with the fucking lamp.
In the face.
In the face. Jesus. All right, so I take back my...
that was so aggressive.
I take back my comment about her being the Tai Chi master.
So... like her survival instincts are on point. Like I have to say, that's great.
So she's running, looking for an exit, but all the doors have a deadbolt locked from the inside. With
and here comes Kenny Rogers,
slowly walking up. He's got a, you know.
I bet he's like 9 times more evil than her because he comes off like super like Ned Flanders-y.
But you got to know when to hold him,
and know when to fold him.
So now
you got to know when to leave your cards on the table. All right.
So now I'm guessing that she is. I'm guessing that she's now going to be prisoner in this house. So now she's again just finding random ass secret.
Why would you go
doors.
further into?
What the fuck?
All these people are stuck in the wall that are grabbing her.
What kind? What? There's another movie that's just like this, where they're going through a hallway and all those hands are touching. Is it Labyrinth?
That I don't remember that.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because I watched that when I was a kid and I did not have these nightmares.
She just went through a random ass hallway where there was just probably a dozen people sticking their hands out, touching her.
She comes down the stairs and Kenny Rogers grabs her and bloody Asian lady stabs her with a needle.
Ooh, she gave her the vaccine. And that was a long ass needle. That for sure hit her fucking bone.
Not just that, like her going out face was like
seeing
this
a
like
little bit
winding like this winding down. She's just like going in circles.
Oh, dude. This is fucked up.
Oh, so they're caring for these people with her painkillers and nutrients. And there's people under the floorboards.
That house, probably when it was built, was like, 4,000 square feet. And then every time they kill a body, they just build like a new layer around the house. So now it's like 1,500 square feet.
Yeah.
Because look at that. Like the floor, that was easily like 2 feet. Yeah. Where there's a body in the 2 feet.
Like a good thick 2 feet, yeah.
Yeah. And then the door or the walls, you have all those bodies inside those walls.
I mean, I guess it's enough space if they become like, frail enough or whatever. Like,
yeah, but at the same time,
people look mummified.
You can't just kill somebody and then, what do you call it? Stud up another wall.
Oh, I know what this is supposed to be. Okay, so she's talking about how she used to work at the hospital, but now she's retired because these people were supposed to be people she cared for.
She was a philanthropist.
So she's taking their Social Security, I'm assuming, and just putting
leaving them in the
fucking
walls,
floorboards, keeping them alive. But you don't have to keep them alive like this. This seems like overly elaborate. You could just not.
It doesn't look like their Social Security checks are that much because their house looks like balls.
I know. Where did the money go?
It sure as fuck didn't go to hair product for Kenny Rogers' mirror. Just kidding, it did. That shit is wavy as hell.
It's swoopy.
Dude. And that girl, she's probably just faded.
They're doing the...
See, look how thick that wall is.
I know, these are super
That's
thick
really
walls.
fucked up. They just have those bodies Velcro to the back of the wall, and they have their IV drips in it.
I know, and another one.
Another one.
I know, we're about to go DJ Khaled here.
Uh-oh.
And another one? Yes.
Dude, there was...
And another one.
How many of these people... This is so weird. There's just bodies upon bodies, and then there's the IV drips in all of them. This old Asian woman is just going in and... So gross. She's going in and giving them all sponge baths.
Oh my god, that's so gross.
Exactly.
So she took out their eyes, or did she sew their eyes shut?
I don't know. Either way, I'm pretty sure this is illegal.
So now she's gonna inject her eyeball. This is brave.
See?
You want to mess with people's eyeballs? She's injecting the lining on the inside of the eyelid.
For what?
I guess it's it's a paralysis.
Gross. We built you the tiniest, comfortiest place. The tiniest, most comfiest place that doesn't... You can't say that.
Yeah, that
Like,
doesn't...
I bought you the biggest little thing? No. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard you say.
I bought you the smallest, largest chair.
Exactly. I did the most comb-over short haircut? No. You can't fucking...
Doesn't exist.
Oh, fuck. So now this woman is getting her dentist tools and trying
she's
to
gonna take her
scoop her
eyeballs.
eye out.
But then the doorbell rings.
Saved by Domino's. Oh,
And
just kidding.
Here comes Slender Man.
It's always the creepy bastards.
So is he the hero?
Probably.
He's the hero of the story. Wow.
He's gonna fucking kidnap. Look at his eyes.
He has the dark makeup.
That guy
on.
got his ass whooped. He has two big ass black eyes. Like he hasn't slept in 8 years.
Yeah.
Or 17. But his eyes are complete rubbish.
Ooh.
Dude. Ugh.
So she waves him off, saying, "Oh, she left days ago."
And now Kenny Rogers is eating. I'm surprised he doesn't have chicken at the table to eat while they hold this girl captive.
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
And now they put Slender Man sitting comfortably in the living room. So at this point, you as somebody looking like Slender Man, you think that you would just walk around their house uninvited. You wouldn't just sit there in that chair with that knitted blanket.
I know.
And you sure as shit wouldn't drink that tea. Oh, Slender Man's son is that guy, that kid. Wait a second. Is this really going to be real where we can finally say he's been dead for 17 years because that dad's looking for his son?
That's his son. And
but he's looking.
is that they never said? Okay, so how's the girl related?
I think they were dating.
Okay, so they're dating. Okay,
Maybe. Oh, the girl's getting her
her sensation back.
it's all those years of driving the diesel and playing with the arm wrestling thing. She's getting her arm
See,
back.
it pays to work for Canon Films and be in Over the Top. Because arm wrestling competitions matter.
Here it comes. Her left arm. Oh, and then she's going to fall out of the chair.
Oh, yeah. They always do like the hard thud.
What if she fell out of the chair, hit her head, and knocked herself unconscious, and they're just like, well, bitch, fucking time to die.
I wonder, I wouldn't be inconceivable if she threw her shoulder out or something.
Ooh.
So he
Kenny Rogers mirror comb over
just
backhanded the shit out of Slender Man with
that was quick
a
too.
salt shaker.
Yeah.
But he just destroyed that dude's face and head, which in turn destroyed his living room table.
Starched him.
Dude. And blood was just flowing.
Those are the
Onto that
yellowest
carpet.
cabinets.
It's the yellowest house.
So yellow.
It just looks like, oh no, fucking Pikachu pissed all over everything in that goddamn kitchen. These are my herbs and spices. Uh-oh. She's buff as fuck. Lifted her body up off the ground.
I know, like, well, still paralyzed.
But then look at those shitty windows.
So she
No curtains.
somersaults her way out of the
Back flops.
like backflops, like gracefully.
That clearly would have knocked the wind out of her.
Yeah, now her legs don't work right now, so she's kind of like,
Not
oh no,
yet.
now they do.
She's not Kill Bill.
Well, yeah, because she's not sitting there moving her pinky toe 9,000 times.
Move your toe. Move your toe.
But then here comes a car, so she hides in.
That's
this-
not a car.
oh,
that's a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
That's a Jeep
this
Grand-
thing go over the woods and it goes through over the mountains. Jeep Grand Cherokee had this 85 years.
It's Kenny Rogers, and that they're in the murder shed
Shit.
with all the dead bodies.
There's the. I'm
That's
pretty
the
sure that
hitman,
was
right?
No, I'm pretty sure that was the boy that she was talking to.
Oh, is that the boy? Yeah, okay. That's
yeah,
the boy.
but then they have the tiny chainsaw and they've chopped him up. And I think that if I were to ever chop somebody up with a chainsaw, that I'd have like the plastic bag somewhere and everything. These people just beastly
Just put the blood everywhere.
just sprayed the blood all over the ceiling,
so you're
all
gonna
over
do
the
it
walls,
like Dexter style, and just like
guts.
put up the plastic.
Yeah, like there's no way you're cleaning that shit. There's no way. It's in the wood.
So now she's hiding in their car, and they're taking Slender Man
She's really just
out,
hoping that
and they're gonna put him in the passenger seat. Really?
they're hoping that
After you just like took out the back of his head?
again, no plastic bags anywhere, anything like that. They're
I guess they've been getting away with this for so long. They're just lazy. That's supposed to be the narrative here.
I think that she's just hoping that they have a fast car, and she wants a ticket to anywhere.
You've got a fast car. It's a great song,
Again,
but I still think "Give Me One Reason" is better.
fuck no, it's not. I'm gonna fucking chop my balls off. So, all right. So, Slender Man, that's his car that
And-
they are driving him in.
And Kenny Rogers is holding his head up to make him look normal. Ignore the blood that is covering half of his face.
Yeah, but then the old Asian woman is following behind in their truck.
Because this is normal, the caravan in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, you don't want a creepy old guy dead on your property. Everybody else you can chop up and brutally murder and just sluttily throw their fucking organs everywhere.
I mean,
but a creepy guy, psh, have some respect. Uh-oh. Looks like they came to like a coal mining place. I'm guessing they're just
All right.
gonna...
You want to take a break here?
Yeah, my drink's about low.
All right, we'll be back with the
At the coal mine.
at the coal mines with
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Books of Blood. And we're back at the gorge, or is that a ravine?
I'm still going with coal mine, man.
Coal mine. Okay.
I think we're gonna see Grease Lightning happen. They're gonna put him in the driver's seat. Yep. They're gonna put a brick on his foot, and that girl's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm still in the back seat, everybody."
She's like breathing awfully quiet because there's like not much noise in that car.
Right.
They don't hear her, and it's not like she's sitting still.
Here comes the bricks to the feet.
So he's gonna drive the car.
Oh, in neutral. But I feel like...
You might want to get out of there.
Okay, there you go. Oh, that's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's not going to wreck. Oh, wait. Hold on.
It's going to drive off of the cliff.
Hell yeah. That girl just sat up and perched herself up.
This is how survival instincts work. If she made it.
Good ass view.
I know.
But I like that the car didn't explode. So she rode the Jeep Grand Cherokee over the cliff and into the thing, the hole.
So we're on to the second person?
Miles.
This is Miles.
Yeah, so she drove it into the cliff and then the car didn't explode, which is good.
Yeah.
You know, usually it's like the car exploded. And now Miles is
a naked man.
But as
he's a muscular,
floated
naked man who
wears briefs when he tans.
Yeah.
See?
Got a pasty white ass.
You gotta pay attention to that detail.
Yeah.
You gotta tan the ass, man.
But so then there's a bunch of blood writing on the walls, and he's just convulsing.
Hopefully that's blood and not, fecal matter writing on the walls.
So blood poop? That'd be gross.
God.
But no, it was a video.
I had Taco Bell last night.
That explains everything.
I love Taco Bell, though. Taco Bell would have sponsored. I'd be like, hell yeah.
We're to...
bring back the combo burrito.
Marcella from Netflix. Anna Friel.
So... These two stories, are they connected together?
I guess. Like a little lighting note, when she's first watching the video, like her forehead looks like super lit up and super veiny.
Hey, wait, there's the guy.
She looks like Megamind.
Jesus.
It's like a really bad look.
Hey, there's Amber Heard right there on the couch.
Yeah, and when they walk out of the room,
taking a dump.
Like the lighting is better, and she looks like soft lighting. It wasn't consistent.
Oh, so, all right. The naked dude is in a book club.
He's
the writer.
They're reading his
author.
book. They must be, because they're all like swooning over him.
And it's just a bunch of old ass cougars. And when I say cougars, like I mean it. Like
I want to fuck the medium.
Ooh, I want to do it, but then he already knows. He already knows because he's a psychic.
Because he doesn't have to be psychic to know that. I like to just look at that. That takes no psychic skill whatsoever.
Like, damn it, Carol, why'd you bring a cucumber to the fucking reading again? You're supposed to bring his book. And I know for everybody that's going to say something,
I thought a cucumber was safer than a zucchini.
A medium, I know they're not a psychic. They speak to the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, now Powder's in the hospital.
Yeah, so we get our...
An inappropriate comment. It looks like we're at a Make-A-Wish Foundation, and they
very pale boy, no eyebrows.
They clearly painted this child.
He looks painted. Like, that doesn't look like a normal face.
Dude.
Or it's like just a bad special effect.
Like a filter.
It looks like a filter.
I'm going to say that it looks like the Powder movie.
It looks like the Powder, but less.
I've never seen that movie, man.
I've heard of that movie.
I watched John Travolta Phenomenon instead of Powder.
The one where he was an angel?
What? He was an angel?
No, that was a different one. That was Michael.
You're thinking of Pulp Fiction.
No, there's one where he's Michael the Archangel.
You're thinking of Pulp Fiction. Yeah. Or maybe you're thinking of Saturday Night Live.
No, definitely not Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I mean,
So this is obviously her son,
her child,
her child,
which has the horrible filter on him.
with horrible filter.
Now they're at some kind of university.
Like, he looks like a plastic doll person. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bad filter.
No, it's sad. It's obviously that child is supposed to be having some kind of illness, terminal illness. And so now she's a professor or something at college. Hopefully that's a college.
With the largest office.
God damn.
The thing is huge. Oh my God.
How many sofas can you legally have in your office?
We're about
3.
to find out.
Dun dun. And big ass armoire and that big old desk.
It's sofa challenge.
Right, and look, she's got those shitty ass wood chairs at her desk when she talks to you.
When did
But those
this take place? If she has these super nice sofas and the deepest TV you've ever seen in your life.
Dude, I was looking for TVs today and I was messing with my wife and I was like, holy shit. I was like, how much do you think a 24-inch TV weighs? And she's like, 5 pounds. And I was like, fuck, all right, yeah, it's 6.07 pounds.
It was really close.
Right? And I was like, 6 pounds for a fucking 24-inch TV? Holy shit.
Like a flat?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, I shouldn't ask a flat because they obviously don't sell anything on
6
flat screens
pounds?
anymore.
That's nuts. Oh, so then this guy, the naked guy, is now in the woman's office. And he has got that sly ass look in his eye. He's like, did you see my tape?
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
obviously I do fucking squats.
And he said she's either a musician or he's either a magician or he's mentally ill.
But either way, you work out.
Yeah.
She's like, nice ass, bitch. And she slaps him on his ass and sends him out of her office. she's like,
This movie took a turn.
go get some jeggings and come back at lunch.
And just stand backwards towards the door.
Right?
You don't have to say anything.
Enter my office backwards. Like moonwalking. Dude. I'm going to call campus police. And then he holds her hand gently over the phone. And so now he's like, so
he tries to like mind fuck her about it. Like, no, Lee, or like, I don't want to be here more than you want me to be here. So I'm only here because you want me here.
Well, I think he's just trying to prove that he's not, whatever. He's not a fake like so many of these other stupid ass people that claim they're psychics and mediums are. You know? We could name a bunch of them, but yeah.
Okay, so that line of logic she just used makes zero sense whatsoever.
What did
So-
you say? I was too busy looking at her.
So the other guy
cleavage.
asked her, from faith to believer? She goes, believer? No.
Justin Belieber.
Belief is for people that believe in things without evidence. Like, I'm paraphrasing here. But she said, I saw evidence of what he can do. So then you're a believer.
Now she's a believer.
You believe it because you have evidence of it.
And we're back at the office with that naked ass.
But yeah, it doesn't change your... Like,
she just
the
wanted to
word.
see him naked again.
She just skirted the word, though. It's so freaking weird. Like,
She could have just... And I like how she's saying in front of him, looking at his wiener,
yeah.
instead of looking behind him. And then she has to frisk him.
Like, this is part of the procedure. I must do this.
Did she just put
have
baby
to do
oil on
this.
her hands?
I think so. She's like, now I need to check your nether regions. This. There's nothing sexual about this. This is all scientific.
Cough
I promise
for me?
you. Let me,
Bitch, I'd be
sting-
so pissed. She is touching his body everywhere and then puts her fingers in his mouth.
This isn't sexual. I promise.
Right?
Like,
She just finger fucks him.
I'm gonna ring the line of your mouth with my finger.
Oh, he just whispered, he's almost here. She's just going to start going over and doing the shake weight on him. Inappropriate.
This is scientific. This is part of the experiment.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I see you're circumcised. Let me check your foreskin. And like rolls it back. Like, what the hell?
So does
Although,
Okay, so she's a researcher, but she tells her personal story during her research study.
see, and this is
I'm
the
not-
reason, well, I don't tell everybody that I'm a medium.
I'm not an expert on ethics, but that's not ethical
I mean,
at all.
he's got that little nice tattoo above his right hip bone. I'm going to get a tattoo right there too. Being 100% serious. And it's going to say, "Word to your mom," in sign language. Either that, or it's going to say, "Word up, son. Me and my brother, Brian," his name's also Brian. We're going to get the same tattoo. It's going to say, "Word up, son," or "Word to your mom," in ASL.
That'd be funny. So the lights go out inside the experiment room, and it's red on the other side.
I'm guessing
know
it's red
why.
in theirs.
I don't know why.
I don't know, but he says he needs pitch black, and that is pretty pitch black in there.
And then it gets quiet.
But at the same time, he's like, "I'm a medium." And I was like, "Okay, well, get butt ass naked and come inside this room." I'd be like, "No, I'm a medium, not a goddamn stripper."
But then,
Like,
yeah, but then like somebody flies at the window.
yeah, now there's all this blood writing,
On the walls, and he's convulsing on the floor.
and there's drawings, there's some names, there's "Your Life," "Cold," "One," "Gone," "She Come Back." Some quotes: "I'm not sleeping, mommy. Help me." Yeah.
And so they're taking him to the hospital.
But how did he round that if he's not bleeding anywhere and there was no paint in that room?
Yeah.
I mean, unless he...
This is so weird.
there's only one other place that it can come out of. I mean, two other places. But us men, we can write our names in the snow. So maybe he's able to.
So he was just peeing blood onto the walls.
Right? His
extremely
kidneys
accurately.
are completely failed.
They
For
have.
sure.
They just temporarily fail for about 5 seconds as he speed pees.
I like how you went to urine. I was thinking of
Or he just pooped.
But
But then how do you, like, laser aim poop? I don't know how that works.
I was thinking of more of the ejaculate region.
Okay, that could work too. Okay, so
You know, just
obviously-
saying. You see how much writing was on the wall.
you found the more efficient one.
After the first 8 of them, you're going to be dried out. So you're just going to be shooting dried loads, and But anyways,
So we're at the cemetery, and researcher lady and the
Naked
medium
man.
and the naked man who's now clothed are
I
talking.
don't know why. Just be naked, man. Go to the goddamn cemetery, butt ass naked.
You just go everywhere naked.
You need to tan
apparently.
your ass, anyways.
Yeah.
And now the mom is like, "I believe you."
She's willing to have her mind opened by him.
Oh, she's like, "My son is here," and he's like, "Your son's not there. He's here. Follow me."
This feels like this was filmed in like New York or something.
Maybe.
Or at least East Coast. Like the architecture is
But look at that shitty ass car she's got.
distinct.
Shitty ass paint job on it. Like, super weird though. Like, hey, what do you want to do in the front yard? Let's put a playground in the front yard. No, put that shit in your backyard.
That way you can yell at people if they try to trespass on your property.
Right? If somebody just came over every single night and started making out on my kid's swing, I'd be like, "You crazy ass kids," and I'd have my racist dog with me, and I'd be like, "Get off of my porch," and I'd hit him with my cane. See,
Get off my lawn.
never. Yeah, I need to move to the East Coast and get a racist dog, some sun tea, a porch. I need to learn how to whittle a rocking chair. You like how you whittle a rocking chair? Like, that's a big ass tree.
So was this the house her son died in?
I'm guessing because, but at the same time, if this woman didn't believe him, and she's like, "Oh, my son's not in the ground at the cemetery. Where is he?" And then all of a sudden he brings me to the house where my son passed away. I'd be like, "All right, I believe you."
So they're in his room that hasn't been changed at all.
Are they at her house?
I think so. They're at her house.
Oh. It's a big ass fucking room.
I know, this is a huge attic. It's a finished attic.
That's a huge room. And now he's talking as if he was the boy, kinda.
So he just wants to be near you. Is like supposed to be some great revelation. He's your child. Does he not like you?
So the mom just whipped out that fat ass decanter and is just serving up some scotch. Drink this. I don't drink. That radiator. Probably got burnt so many times on that. And so now she's questioning how come the son would go to him and not her when she's the mom. What if the son just said, not the mama? Inappropriate.
Because he's not a dinosaur.
I've heard some black stuff about that stuff, like some dark comedy.
That show is really
You know how it ends? You know how that show ends?
I don't.
The fucking meteor comes and destroys the earth on them and kills all the dinosaurs.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, it's realistic.
Yeah, but, you know.
At least they went with realism. I appreciate that.
Yeah, dinosaurs talking. But
well, okay. Outside of dinosaurs talking and going to work and having jobs working on construction sites.
Living indoors.
And living indoors. Like,
Yeah.
it's very, the ending is realistic.
So basically, dinosaurs existed and then they died. So now
That part is realistic.
that is based on a true story,
That part is
based on true events.
Yeah.
So now the mom and the naked dude are just talking about
What ghosts want.
what ghosts want, what a ghost needs. I think this episode is dude, we haven't even thought of any poll questions yet. I thought she was unbuttoning the top of her shirt. I was like,
haven't.
damn. The
No,
cougar is trying to get in with a naked guy.
Pulls out her
Well, I've seen you naked twice. You might as well,
oddly shaped necklace.
right?
Which, okay, so she's running a real study with this guy. Like, she's being awfully chummy.
She's also kind of being really unprofessional.
It's super unprofessional.
He's got some cool ass hair, though.
He does.
And now he's like, let me grab your bosom and open up the locket.
To show you how close your son is to you so I can make out with you. Like, they almost did the make out moment there.
Are you leaning in? I'm not leaning in. You're leaning in.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, he
The
even
guy keeps leaning in. Oh,
He
dude,
even-
that was easy. Like a 90-10 lean in for the guy.
he even waits for consent. Wow.
Oh, that's a gentleman and a
Such
scholar.
a gentleman.
There you go.
That makes the moment like a million times more awkward because there was
It's-
like 3 or 4 start stops there.
Nothing gets me more horny than going to my dead son's bedroom. Like, what the fuck?
Well, and they did
Ew,
it.
and then he sleeps the night?
They did the nasty.
What the hell?
And
Good Lord.
creepy son,
That was fucking Gollum.
like it looked like Gollum child.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. But no, like that kiss was like the least like romantic kiss because like he
Like,
leans and
She
then he
felt pressured to kiss him.
yeah, and then he like pulls back and he leans and he pulls back and he leans and he pulls back. And then the fourth go around, she finally like moves in.
She's like, all right, I guess I'll do it. What the fuck? What kind of book club is this? Look at this. This is like all the fucking world leaders are gathered up in this woman's living room.
So they're at her house, right?
Yeah, but look at this. Please go back to. Look at that. There is no two races. Oh well, I guess there
This
were.
is like the over 60s
All the world
like
leaders
UN
are like,
meeting.
hey, Carl's writing a book this week. Let's go over there and have him read it out loud.
Yeah.
And then she just told the story of, yep, he came over to my house. We talked to my dead son, and then he banged it out.
That's pretty much it. Like,
Oh, and then he's gonna hit it again.
I guess it's just game on now. Like,
He's gonna hit it and quit it.
like the boundaries are off. So,
Oh, what the hell?
oh wait, whoa. So she walks in the room and catches the medium. Messing with her friend. No,
her student.
her student. So she invites her students over to her house.
I like how there's a fifth of vodka by the nightstand. He's drinking it.
Oh, because you have to, if you're going to do evil things, you have to drink.
You cannot. Can it wait till I'm sober while he's drinking the bottle?
It would, like, they're going to just put the period on the sentence by just having him holding the bottle and taking sips as he's apologizing to her.
Well, let's see what the reason
Oh, no.
is.
Oh, wait. I spoke too soon. He's actually going to do it.
You haven't got a clue. You're in recovery. It's part of the struggle with my gift. You know how pissed I'd be? Excuse me. I go and show my wiener to 800 people.
Oh, so he's admitting that he lied about being a medium, that he talked to her ex in his recovery program about her dead son, and that's why he knows everything.
But then how does he do the magic trick? So he was just a fake ass.
He's a fake medium.
All right. But at the same time, is he living in her house?
But I don't know.
Oh, so he's admitted it all was a con.
It's a con. But how do you con that room?
I told you.
Like speed painting?
I think it's ejaculate, man.
Oh no, we're gonna hear that now. Okay, so he writes the messages the nights before in invisible
Blood urine paint.
yeah. No, and then sprays it.
But then he just acts like he's having seizures.
And he plays a tape with the demonic crazy sound.
Oh, and then he injects his belly with Rohypnol again, and then it makes him go into convulsions.
Apparently, this simple.
There's
plan,
a lot of Rohypnol and semen in this episode.
There is, like,
Ugh,
this
and the
simple.
inconsiderate.
I know.
He just told her, your son's 6 feet under. Wow.
What a dick. But this plan of his is overly elaborate for no reason. It's a very simple plan to be made, but he's like adding like 17 steps to turn it into like Ocean's 11.
I mean, right?
It's like, and then the Asian man crawled
He comes
along
in because he was a contortionist.
he crawls along the roof. We don't need him. He's just here.
It's so crazy.
Like, this is like...
So what's his end game? Just to get rich or to just bang all these cougars?
Investors. He wants to be like fucking Chris Angel or something.
He wants to be like goddamn, what's her... Never mind. I'm not even going to say the fucking names.
He wants to be the Amazing Jonathan.
No, we're not going to give names.
You don't want to say the Amazing Jonathan?
We're not going to... isn't he a magician?
But he's awesome.
Yeah, I like that guy. But he's not one of those people who are trying to fake and be mediums.
Oh no, he's an intentionally bad magician.
Oh yeah, he's... Bring him to us.
And so something is drawing on her board.
It's not something. It's her son, who's been dead
for less than 17 years.
Zing. Hopefully less than.
So something's in the bed, like a shape. But she's going to just like
baby,
hover
it's the
over
sun.
and touch the shape.
It's playing dark music. It's fucking just Metallica 1. Or fucking Bark at the Moon.
The Wizard of Ozzy.
Jesus. Still hella creepy that.
So she.
But I don't understand.
Like
why did she let the naked dude move into her house? And then the nerve of the naked dude.
Does he live? Is that him?
Yeah. Look, that's still that shitty ass fucking swing set in the front yard.
They just met, and he's gonna let her move into his house.
Why would he have a swing set in his front yard? Yeah, for sure that's her house. You just met him.
Yeah.
He beat it up. He moved in and then started splacking hams with
so
somebody
complimentary
else.
of her. He beat it up.
That's what he did.
No, he did. No, like he did. I'm not arguing against
Yeah.
that.
Then the other girl, he's like, "Hey, let me splack them hams." And then she came in, got all mad that her fart box was being punched by him, and now she fucking admits like, "Oh, I was blacked out." So many comments on that last minute and a half riff.
The only other time I ever heard fart box was the Margot Robbie comment from Mean Tweets on Jimmy Kimmel.
No.
Was like, what was it? Somebody commented about her. It was like, I'd sure like to tongue punch her in her fart box.
Jesus. Yeah. So now the medium is saying that he does have powers and that he's sorry for it, I think. And she's telling him,
oh, and the son is on the swing next to her.
fucking Golem found his precious on the swing next to her.
So we're back for another one of these. This looks like a salon, like a 18th century salon meeting where people just meet in your front room.
So then look, she just forgave him.
They're cool now. Like, this is so weird. Like, he just told you he was a liar.
But then did he say that he came back and it was true? But then look at this. Look how many random people are in this room.
It's the same.
That guy,
people,
he's
though.
obviously from... Dude, none of these people...
Let me pull out my giant decanter and pour a drink that I can't pour easily.
Hell yeah, she can.
But she's always pouring half a glass.
I know. That's what I get so pissed about. It's like, no, I'm an adult. I can have a full glass of wine or a full glass of alcohol. Like, no, this is scotch. You're only supposed to have like 2 shots in each cup.
Well, yeah.
Nope, I want a full cup, please.
Slow it down. And she's chugging it.
I want on an airplane.
Ooh.
And the air... Ooh, now they're going to get down in front
there's
of
people
everybody.
outside the room. You could make this less sexual, that she's taking his clothes off.
Yeah, but no, I was on an airplane and the plane ride was like an hour 6 minutes. I was like, can I get 8 drinks? And like, sir, it's an hour and like 6 minute flight. I was like, oh, all right, you better make it 10. And they're like, you son of a bitch. And now here she comes, oiling him down again.
She's doing her thing where she feels him all over.
It's like she's a fucking UFC ref.
Yeah. She's gonna finger his mouth again.
Here you go, fish hooking him.
Super sexy.
There you go. She just wiped a bunch of cocaine in
And
his
she even
teeth.
like this time she like adds to the effect and takes the middle finger and like rams half of her middle
She
finger
didn't like
into
wipe
his
her
mouth.
ass. Oh, she's setting him up. They're in her son's room, and she said, you know, you really pissed him off. And so now he's scared, and his boner instantly went away.
And he is locked in the room.
You think I'm locked in here with you?
You ready to go one-on-one with the medium one?
So
That pun sounded better in my head. It's a bad rock pun.
he's going, and so now he's putting his ear up to the door, listening, and she's exposing him for what he really is. And now
But the rocking chair is rocking.
freaking Bates Motel rocking chair is rocking by itself. And now there's ghosts speaking to him. He's like, what the hell?
And the child is in the chair. So he actually is a medium. Like, the walls are moving.
Yeah, so now this guy's probably going to be brutally murdered.
Oh, he's about to get murdered.
I'm going to say probably, what is it?
This legion of naked ghosts.
Is that ghost tits?
Well, it's like ghost pecs. There's no nipples.
All right, they're supposed to be.
They're blurred out nipples.
Yeah, they don't count.
It's like,
Is that old age woman? No, it's not.
and he's
And now he's floating.
floating naked.
He's
There.
for sure looking like, ouch. He's looking like, holy
Jesus.
shit.
Tearing him
He was
apart.
looking like a Braveheart. But they were just randomly. inappropriately like hurting him. Like they were punching him in the ribs and you would see him. And they took each one of his eyelids and pull his top one up and his bottom one down.
They're drawing all over him.
Oh, he's fucked. He's going to have some, if he lives, some weird scarifications and tattoos.
He could certainly get a show on the Strip, though.
Oh, 100%.
Looking like that, though.
Now he doesn't have any hair, though.
He could definitely beat Chris Angel.
Oh. And here is where that writing comes from. It's his skin. It's not the book that we were talking about in the beginning of the movie. Ooh, right on his eyelid. Ooh, right on his other eyelid. What is that? His hamstring? What's that? His back?
I think so.
His right scapula?
When they get super zoomed in, it's hard to tell
Thank
anymore.
God they're zooming in on his wiener, but it's like a mannequin wiener and it's all covered up.
He's got the boy thong on.
There is no wieners in this movie. Not on my watch. Or how's that quote go?
That's not on my watch, yeah. No Kid Cuddies.
Kid Cudi.
In case you're listening to these episodes, obviously some of them were filmed in a certain order. Or recorded.
But I do like how... oh, never mind. I was going to say how there's no blood everywhere. But now there's just looking like... fucking Danny DeVito from from It's Always Sunny when his naked body comes out of the leather couch.
Oh, yeah.
But this is what this guy's doing.
So she comes in and she's deeply concerned and kisses him on the forehead in the fakest way possible.
He looks like he was butt-ass naked and he has severe sunburns over his entire body.
So did she know this was going to happen? Because she's like way too cool about it.
Yeah, remember her son wrote on the blackboard like, bring him to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're on to the third one.
Bennett.
So all of
Arnold
these
Schwarzenegger's
stories
in
are
this.
like, all these names came off of his body.
I'm guessing. Well, that's what I'm guessing.
So Bennett's the hitman.
Yeah, he is.
So we're back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning. Who'd he kill?
The librarian. Or the
Yeah.
the bookstore owner.
Yeah. See, this Jameson. It's got me. Jameson.
So we're back with the Indian guy and Bennett, the hitman.
See, and like, I believe, your dad mentioned it during our refills, that a bunch of the movies, they feel like other movies. He was saying that,
they do.
He enjoys this movie, but it's like there's a bunch of Chainsaw Massacre episodes or feelings to them.
Yeah.
And so this one, if you look at it, it kind of is getting the same feeling as like a Pulp Fiction.
It feels super Pulp Fiction-y. Like some of the characters get borrowed from area to area until the important ones connect.
Oh, and there it is.
And she almost gets run over by their green Challenger.
See, so this is, what's that movie? Is it Crush? Where there's like 7 stories, and then each story has like a little glimpse of something that happened in this person's timeline, and then it happens.
I don't remember that one.
I don't know. I might not have even seen that movie. I could be way off.
Get
But
this-
look how fast that shit's going. This looks like
Like, how fast are you going? This is the darkest most dystopian city, like with no stop signs or stoplights whatsoever.
what's that movie with? Is it Bruce Willis where they had to make it a comic strip? Not Hellboy, because there's so much. Is it Dark City?
Oh, yeah.
Sin City.
Sin City, the neo-noir movie.
Yeah, not Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis in there.
Where it's like black. It's not black and white, but it's like
Looks like a comic.
it's like a filter, basically.
Yeah. Oh, so anyways, we were just talking while these guys just
Drove into
the
like
fastest street in history.
into like a New Orleans parish slum.
Nolans.
Like that's what it looks like. It literally looks like when I did New Orleans ride-alongs, like a year after Katrina.
Good God.
It's bad.
And again, what the fuck? All of a sudden, somebody in a white dress just ran across the street. See, that's hella weird. It's like you were in the passenger seat, but he's claiming he didn't see the woman run across the street in the white dress.
And then his car goes out.
Because this is Thriller, man.
So let me get out.
Thriller night.
And do.
See, why is he pulling the no gas line on his friend?
Yeah.
Oh, no gas. Looks like we got to bunk here for the night.
Because I like to, like tear ass down the streets with like 8 miles left in my tank.
Exactly. And now the guy inside the car. So anyway, I'll get to it. The passenger, he's like, open the hood and I'll see if there's something wrong with the engine. And the driver is like, okay. And then he looks in his rearview mirror and there's a creepy old woman in the back of his car.
But then he sees the girl like walking away.
Exactly. The creepy old woman walking nowhere near his car.
I feel like that was bad CGI though, because when you see her like start to disappear, she starts to disappear on screen.
But the thing is if you looked in your rearview mirror and you saw some creepy old woman in your back seat, and then you look back there and it's empty, but then you look in your rearview mirror and she's walking 15 yards away from your car.
Yeah.
Would you get out and be like, hey, how'd you just get in my car? Or would you be like, fuck this, I'm leaving?
I would get out of there. I'm not chasing a ghost.
Oh.
So he's sitting at the church steps with a gun to his face.
He chased her into the church. I think this is where it's coming into the uncontrollable decision making. He's sitting there kneeling in front of the altar.
Yeah.
Yep. With the gun under his chin, and now his partner Bennett saying, put the gun down. You're getting too old for this shit, Murtaugh. And he's gonna
Yeah. The ghost is trying to get his partner to go with her.
Oh.
And he does it.
He's... What the fuck? Like, what kind of caliber gun was that?
Does that look like a
it looked like a tiny ass gun,
like a 9 or a 22?
Well, then that easy was like a 50 cal that blew off his head to look like that.
That was like the world's largest bullet.
Holy shit! And now all of a sudden, Knight Rider car.
So the car turns over and revs as he's sitting on it.
Ooh.
Starts driving at him like Christine.
It's gonna see. Here's something: if a car's ever chasing me,
why are you shooting bullets at a ghost car?
If a car's chasing you down an alley, guess what? You can go left and right, and the alley is straight.
Yeah, the car can't drive through buildings. Well, not easily.
Ugh, there's just a bunch of rats in the car after it wrecked. After his cigarettes and the fucking rats in the car, that resale value is probably close to 20% only.
Our Resident Evil shot, the annoying like long shot in the alley that's in like every Resident Evil movie.
But why are there so many destroyed cars and houses? And I mean, I guess it does have that Katrina vibe.
It feels very Katrina-ish. Oh, we're back to... This house looks familiar.
Oh, is that the old Asian and the Kenny Rogers mirror comb over?
Yeah,
house.
This feels like their house, yeah.
So he's walking in. See, but no.
So he comes with guns blazing.
He's a bad guy, just broken into the house with the guns hot.
Okay, I kind of feel like you deserve what you get here.
He does.
Because you broke into somebody's house.
Instead of even just knocking, the lights were on. He could have knocked me like, hey, my car broke down. You know, but he came in hot, like with his gun drawn and everything. He looks dirty as fuck, like physically dirty. Like his, like one of those trucks that like spits out that black ass smoke, like just dusted him.
Wait, this is
Finding Mile. He just walks into
this. This is the psychologist lady's house.
It is, but excuse me, but how I thought all these stories were linked together.
Not very well.
Because
they're like more
he was
linked.
just He was just splacking those hams yesterday. And how's that house all foggy as shit or dusty right now?
These are not very well linked. So he's going into the room where the dude got offed by the ghosts. And here
it is years later because that cougar. Look at all those
all that gray hair,
looking like Rogue.
Yeah. So he's asking about the book.
Just give me what I want. So all of a sudden, this guy's just coming in hot again, pointing the gun at this woman's head. She's like, God, how old is she?
They haven't exactly told us how much time has passed.
I told you from the moment I watched it, I was like, dude, I hope that's fucking... Is it Scott Baio and he's going to make his final leap home? Is it the right actor? Quantum Leap?
Oh, Scott Bakula.
Bakula. God damn it.
So there's the medium. With all of his weird scar tattoos.
He's just sitting in that rocking chair looking like goddamn Professor Xavier. Except he's got Batista looking like...
Oh, yeah, he looks like Drax the Destroyer.
Exactly.
It's so creepy.
What the hell? So now she's just...
So he's the Book of Blood?
Accepting... Yeah. What the hell?
And
her real son comes out from behind her? Oh, so Bennett is going for the book, and so now he's going to kidnap an adult male who looks like shit. Be like, he's the book. I want him.
So you think your gun can take out this creepy supernatural child and his legion of ghosts?
And the naked dude with body scars?
Yeah.
Bennett, your name's right here.
In the Book of Blood.
It's been here for 17 years. Woo. You got him. Fucking, and now there's
a bunch of rats.
Hundreds of rats.
Are circling him.
That house smells like shit.
Okay, I'd be running too. I'm out of there. I'm done.
Dude,
take your jacket off.
For sure they're in East Coast. Oh, God.
He's going to shoot himself?
Right. Or stab himself in the stomach. All right, so he's stabbing... Rats are
there
crawling
were no
around.
Rats there.
Oh, rats were crawling around his shirt, and he grabbed his crucifix knife and started stabbing the rat.
Yeah.
But it was actually just his belly.
Just as a warning sign to never come back here.
But look how tough he is. He's ran at least 7 city blocks.
I know, like with a bleeding stomach.
Hella bleeding stomach. He easily stabbed himself about 17 times.
Hard. And
then he didn't just stab it, he just stabbed and then cut. Each one of those stabs looked like they were about 6 inches long. Like, but then at the same time, you're a hitman. You suck at...
now we're back at the Asian lady's house.
Oh, yeah, because there's the fence.
'Cause Sam.
What the hell? And he just walked in on Kenny Rogers' reverse mirror comb over, dragging a dead body into his house. And
he gets taken out with a ball peen hammer.
Boom. Damn, and again. That's still not
hard.
Tai Chi. Okay, you've hammered his head enough. He's dead.
Yeah.
He's like, good job, babe.
Gotta protect the garden.
Gotta protect the garden. Because she knows if she gets busted for weed again, that's 3 strikes and she's in prison for the rest of her life. And now we're back to... the girl that was in the
Jeep
Grand Cherokee.
Was in the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Is in the hospital, all bruised and beat up.
Looking like she got that ass handed to her.
And they have their like 6 feet of hospital room. Very well decorated.
That's pretty legit.
It looks pretty legit.
That's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
What if all of a sudden she's like, I didn't have herpes when I went into this coma, but now I do have herpes. Explain that.
So mom and dad are there arguing with somebody behind with the officer, the sheriff.
So the sheriff, he's trying to explain, oh, she's going to get pinned with that murder. 112/73. That's good blood pressure, man. Good for her. So now she's just sitting there using her bionic ears to eavesdrop on people.
Yeah, like very carefully, like tilting her face.
What if her superpower was taken away, though? And she's like, I can finally sleep. Like, that's so weird. And now we're back to this big-ass house.
Like super technology house.
Dude. Those are some weird-ass wine glasses, too. Like, look, the bottom is flat.
I know.
And it goes up like a triangle.
Very strange.
I like how nobody's signed her cast.
We're back to loud noise theater.
God. Do they have a huge-ass table dedicated 100% to Monopoly?
I think so. No, they're playing the game of life.
Oh, yeah, because they were spinning that wheel.
Yeah.
I like the facts of life. And now she has her book of scary drawings that she draws.
Yeah.
A monkey grabbing someone's head. Somebody throwing people off of cliffs. And she's like really looking at that one like, damn, I wish there was a cliff around here. And just
another one.
A wide angle.
A wide angle of the same thing.
Off people off of cliffs.
In case you needed another angle of somebody throwing somebody off of a cliff.
Like just in case you thought this was just a 1-story cliff. No.
Look at the ocean.
It's a 10-story. Oh, wait. So is that boy not dead? She's actually on the phone talking to... That's not him because he has parted hair. He doesn't have...
No, this is her boyfriend, the one that Slender Man was chasing.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, Slender Man's or the dad.
But hell yeah, look at that. Like, so she's sitting in her bed talking, but then she like has her creepy ass drawings on the wall. I'd be like, guess what? She's like, Mom, I can't sleep. I have nightmares. Bitch, because you have all these creepy ass drawings on your wall.
Yeah.
When you go to fucking sleep at night, you see these fucking people like, look at that.
I know.
In the fetal position, holding her ears.
Like, how are you ever going to invite anybody over? Come into my room and look at my creepy drawings.
Right. Hey, you want to come over and get down? I'd be like, yeah, I do. And then I'd look in there and be like, all right, well, I'm not a fucking emo.
This was fun.
I don't like clouds and Braveheart swords. I'm leaving. Fucking get out of the room. You know she's listening to Pearl Jam right now.
So he's talking to, or she's talking to her boyfriend who's standing on top of a building, having a casual conversation on a ledge.
I do that all the time.
Is that like a normal thing? Is Eric Draven her boyfriend?
I put on my.
I didn't think I'd be able to make a Crow reference in this podcast, but somehow we got there,
and it fits. I put on my favorite plaid flannel, throw on a Pearl Jam CD, and call my
Jeremy Broken
good as there the other day. So she's like, oh God, I really hope a fucking Batman signal pops up.
Do-do-do-do-do.
And here it comes. I don't know what they're talking about.
So is he gonna like?
They're gonna do something right now. I like that. Must have been a really big gash on her lip.
So we cut back to her in the hospital crying.
I'm guessing that he jumped.
He jumped. So is this supposed to be like that girl that told her boyfriend to do it?
Oh God, that
like
girl.
They're referencing that moment.
Where she's like, quit being a pussy.
Exactly. She's going to go for it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you, like, why would you do that? I didn't think you would, you fucking nerd.
Well,
I was
okay.
like, Anthony, I dare you to get some fucking Del Taco and come to my house. What? Yeah, you won't do that.
You won't do it.
Yeah.
I bet you won't get a meal for yourself and get me a grilled stuffed burrito.
Right? Like, what the fuck kind of thing is that? Like, see? Like on The Office, where
Oh yeah.
Kevin wants Oscar to slap him. He's like, I insult you, Oscar. And he's like, Kevin, do you want me to just slap you in the face with my pie? And he's like, you won't do it. And then he does. He's like, yes. He's so happy.
And that guy plays Trash Truck now.
Ew. So she's the one that she just drew her boyfriend jumping off of the buildings.
So she saw it before it happened. So she's at her house.
Ew, and look, to the right. That's the bedrooms. Look at that big-ass house to the left.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the bedrooms are to the right. Like, I'd be like, hey, I'm going to stay in the main area. Like, you guys go over there.
This house is very confusing.
What
so she's
the hell?
back at the house with the crazy murder family and gives them a hug.
Welcoming arms. And then Kenny Loggins is letting her into the danger zone. And she's
Is this a
drinking.
zone that is dangerous?
She's drinking. Oh, what?
Normal
Okay, so now she's voluntarily
becoming
being turned into one of these fucking creepy floorboard people.
because she doesn't want to live it like normal anymore.
So you'd rather just live in creepy floorboards? The reason why you had issues was because you were hearing your parents bang above you. So now you're just going to be put into floorboards and hear random strangers bang on top of you?
And they sew her eyes shut. I did not see this movie ending this way. And
her ears are shut?
her ears.
And that shitty ass nightgown? That can't be real. You have to go back in 9 weeks and get that cast taken off.
Did you notice how delicately he closes the door in like 4 movements?
I mean, he's not a monster.
It's like a simple door, and he's like 1, 2, 3. We're almost there. One more move.
God damn it.
And we cut back to the guy with all the writing on his body.
And I'm pretty sure if she would have used Neosporin on him, he wouldn't have been so fucked up looking.
We're
Yeah,
talking
he's got
so
cut.
many stories,
God damn it.
implying there will be another Book of Blood
But then how? Look at his body. His body's covered.
in 17.
What the fuck?
And that was Books of Blood.
All right.
So, want to take a break and come back with
Yeah.
some final thoughts?
Let's take a break, refill our
All right.
beverages.
All right. We're back for some final thoughts on Books of Blood.
I mean, I like Jameson and ginger.
What does that have to do with the movie?
All right. Oh, my bad. That was.
A hot mess.
I'm not. Again, I'll start off a million times better than any movie I could make. You know, but
Not great.
the trailer for it was amazing.
It was like a sizzle reel of all like the best parts of the movie.
Yeah, it was good, but it seemed like it skipped around a lot. And then now, but I mean, this is one of those movies too where now that I know what's going on, if you go back and watch it, so basically what it was there the three people that were associated with the Book of Blood.
Yeah.
There was Bennett, who was the hitman who was trying to get the book, the girl, and then the naked dude. Mm-hmm. You know, and so now we're trying to go. So now that we know what's going on, it'd probably be better if we watched it a second time. Like, you know,
I feel like maybe this was a movie that would have been better told like chronologically straightforward,
Right.
rather than doing
jumping
this.
and jumping and jumping.
Because I feel like they were in that level of fear where they didn't have enough stories, so they went like stupid Inception.
Yeah, because like you didn't know what was going on.
I want to coin that. it's actually like stupid Inception, where they layer an uninteresting story
Yeah.
with more layers than it needs.
Yeah. But no, it was all right. Like I said at
Yeah.
the beginning of it, where everything looks awesome in the trailer and everything, but then it's a Hulu original.
Oh yeah, and it lives up to the Hulu.
I mean, like, I like
original
the
hype.
Hulu originals, but you go and you go and you go, and then all of a sudden, the end of it, you're just like, God damn it.
I mean, the gore's
So-
on point. They got a
Yes.
budget.
We could insert like a ex-girlfriend joke at any point in the. You didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah, I mean, the gore lived up to the hype, but the story was
Yeah,
just
everything was
kind
good. Yeah, it was the story was just kind of hard to follow, but no, thought it was all right.
It's okay.
You know, where this isn't for sure, it's not going to stop me from watching every single Hulu.
Oh, why
Into the
would
Dark
we
series.
not?
Exactly, but yeah, it was good.
It's okay.
Okay, I mean, the ending, like a bunch of them, you're just like, damn it, that's how it ends.
I have a feeling like there's like my sneaking suspicion is that they get the girl from like Marcella and Resident Evil, and they're like shit, we have this much money to spend on her,
I mean, like, there's not much they can do. Like, I mean,
but we get her
no,
for
they
like,
100% can do whatever they want with this because that dude's just sitting in freaking Norma Bates' rocking chair,
oh yeah,
and they could just keep adding names to him until, you know, his body's like Memento, and you can't put any more tattoos on him.
well,
You know.
at least with Memento, they had you could just like shake out a Polaroid picture and forget something. Like,
It's like dun 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 dun.
I can now call you the murderer
But then he had
because
those
I have a
tattoos all
bad
around.
memory.
Yeah, that body of his, it was like, God, what do you think? 95% covered.
Yeah,
No matter how small you write, you're just not going to be able to put.
he looks like the dude from like fucking Prison Break.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
But yeah, we'll talk. I don't know. I guess we'll bring it up. What we also have to do sometime. Our monthly recap.
Yeah,
We'll bring it up. But like I said, the trailer looked awesome, everything like that, and then you get to the movie and you're like, oh, it's okay,
it's okay.
you know.
It's very
So much like it's I guess hard to follow, but I mean it could be because the Jameson, it could be
Well, I just feel like this was just bad storytelling theater.
yeah,
Like they didn't just trust their instincts and just go straight forward with the story and just tell a story.
right. Just do it.
Just
It'll be okay.
Tell the story. You can interlace all of the stories and create a cohesive narrative. It's very possible to do that, but then they were so tied to like an anthology movie, but this isn't a true anthology. When half of your movie takes place in one story,
Right.
it
was a long.
like, and that was a long drawn out story for no reason whatsoever. You could have cut down like a good 10-minute chunk of that story
Easily.
if you're really going for an anthology. Because I mean, traditionally anthology stories, like,
Yeah, because this is what, an hour and 47 minute.
yeah,
The first story was over 50 minutes long, and then what, they had 2-3 more stories after that.
2 more stories after that, and the 2 other stories like take place at like hyperspeed.
Yeah.
It's like this person does this thing. This person wants them to do this thing.
This person has a green car.
Like things happen. Like that was, and then the third story it was just like even faster. It's like we go from slow to fast to fastest.
And that's usually how it goes. Start out slow, finish hella fast, and then it's not at all what you expected.
It wasn't very satisfying.
And then it's regretful. I am never satisfied.
It's those $15 hookers.
Yes. So, all right. I think the bottle's almost done. So I think that's our cue to end it. I didn't slur at all this episode.
No, you did not.
Hell yeah. Still enunciating everything. But, yeah, we'll see what happens next episode.
All right.
And now, Jameson. Jameson. Anyways. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
And, yeah, next time.
Next time.
Word.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. This podcast is available on all major podcast networks and YouTube. If you like what you're hearing, please follow, like, and subscribe to us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.